Dear Kansas Cityans of both Missouri and Kansas, especially Missouri, because honestly, at the time at 5:34, that took me time to actually put this together. I want y'all to actually hear the audio in the background. I do apologize I couldn't download it though, but this is from YouTube on the Fox 4 News in Kansas City that basically made an update barely an hour ago. Okay?
Announcement within the last hour. What else did we learn, Russ, from prosecutor Zachary Thompson?
Well, we did just get our hands on this new charging document that really has a lot more information about the case, and it all came after that news conference with Thompson right here at the Clay County Courthouse that wrapped up about 40 minutes ago live here on Fox 4. Take a look at a new mugshot here of Andrew Lester. Prosecuting attorney Zachary Thompson, 65-year-old white man, shot 16-year-old black teen Ralph Yarl Thursday night. He did for assault in the first degree, a Class A felony that could be punishable by up to life in prison. He also faces charges of felony armed criminal action, which is punishable by 3 to 15 years. He'll have a $200,000 bond.
He needs, you know what? As much as I hate saying this, I guess you could say from like a Buddhist perspective, right? Because honestly, no human should get the death penalty unless they really attempted to kill someone or rape someone, especially for someone that's basically a rape victim myself. He should get the death penalty. And this ugly fuck, okay, it said 84-year-old man charged, an 84-year-old man was charged for shooting Ralph Yarl in basically the Kansas City, Missouri, I forgot the name of the county. It's a Clay County, right? That's because he basically seen him through the glass window of his house and thinking his life is in danger. I don't understand why this fucking old-ass man thinks that it's okay to shoot a black teenage boy. Honestly, I'm not surprised from basically the, not the mob, right? That's a son, right? Basically, for all the supporters of Ralph, okay, the 1,000, I can see that this was a hate crime. Because why would... I had this feeling, I got to my brother about this, but he's asleep because he has to work tonight, right? And I just woken up not too long ago, like a half hour ago, as I was watching The Simpsons in the background. If you can hear the TV, well, now they're playing music right now. But, I'll play that near the end. That's not important right now. The thing is that, this is shared the screenshots, right? I do apologize. It was a little difficult to pull all this together because this iMovie Maker it's crummy, because if I delete something, then I gotta start over where I started. I cannot save or undo deleted images, right? Ralph has been released from the hospital, which you'll be seeing from the other images shortly, right? But this is the video that I basically have seen on YouTube. I can't believe that I just woken up hearing the news. And it's, you know, he has an angel on his side. You know, he does. Because he's alive, he got released, and he's basically recovering. That is all that's important right now. Let alone the donations to pay for the hospital bills or whatever. Which I'll be showing shortly as well. Oh boy, I should have done this shit. You know, you'll see it near the end. I'm just so glad, or relieved, that he's alive and breathing, because this is definitely a hate crime. Okay, it really is. Like I basically explained, it was earlier this morning, I think. I forgot what time it was when I posted that, right? It's, this man, okay, he needs to be carted as a cockroach and getting splat, you know, by someone's damn fucking Nike shoe for what he did. And not to mention, Ralph Yarl's situation was so serious that Halle Berry herself basically posted a tweet about him as well. I cannot read it because I cannot click on it, otherwise it'll the audio, so I'll have to view it from my book files. His name is #Ralph Yarl, and I'm sick and tired of this feeling. I did this previously, by the way, but this one to recap. My heart completely broke when I learned this precious 16-year-old who accidentally rang the door of the wrong address in an attempt to pick up his siblings was shot in the head. Okay? And you can see Ralph basically in his hospital bed. right? And he's taking such an adorable, like, you know, just basically outside, you know, picture in front of a tree. I'm guessing that's supposed to be his house, if I actually got that correct. And basically, for Halle Berry's tweet, I'm sure it has way more than that. It has 167,500 likes and over 17, well, definitely more than that now, million people viewed it. I'm not sure that really counts and all, but it goes to show you that black discrimination, okay, is really serious here in the damn home of the brave and land of the fuck. You know, it's not free, so to speak, right? Because us blacks had to go through all this shit just because we exist. I don't understand it, you know? And just to read more tweets, basically, there was a lot of them, by the way. I had to be apologized because I tried to, like, have multiple people actually read through them. But basically, just to read Madeline King's, right? Because this is back in 5-3, now it's 541. God is good. He was released today for the hospital. 3 prayer emojis, and they're are there like brown prayer emojis? And tell, you know, it's amazing that he got released, and that's what matters, right? And just to read more of the comments as well. Couldn't like upload for you to actually see it because my MacBook gives so many damn issues. Basically, just to read more of them by. Let's see. Well, I'm not gonna read all the names, but I'm gonna read one by Candy. Grew up in Kansas City, or KC for short, and not surprised they released this man in 2 hours after arrest. The old ass fucking white man, Daniel. Okay, if it did not go viral so fast, who knows? She got 4 likes on it. I should have been her 5th. Keep your eyes on this one, even after the news cycle, and by Stephen McNally. Well done, Hallie. I am in the United Kingdom, and we watch in the despair at the way people can act this way, with no thought for life. I hope you and your fellow citizens can stop this happening again. Hashtag YWNA. I'm not sure what that stands for. And just to read Josephine's, right? I mean, they're all great. I didn't read 2. I deeply apologize. Oh my, the shooter is 80. Well, 85, correction, sweetie. Let's see scenario. He was freaked out by seeing a black person at his door. So fortunate that in today's society, things like this are still happening. I'm going to read Doug's. The Constitution and right to carry arms. Baffling, seriously. I definitely agree, hun, on that. And by Lindsay Ordison. Hashtag Raphael. Heartbreaking hearing, or heartbreak emoji, healing. Hearing this news. Why isn't the shooter in jail now? Well, now he would be in life, honestly. Or hell, he should get the death penalty if you actually ask me. You know, I know that seems cruel, but man, after what this man did, that's because the boy is black and he wanted to pick up his siblings, you know, just being a caring brother that has a huge beating heart, he should get the fucking death penalty. You know, basically have the lethal ejection. Period. You know, because what he did is really uncalled for. I'm sure that the old ass man, okay, he might as well be like the fucking Eustace of Courage the Cowardly Dog, right? That wants to just scare this boy off by shooting him. Not the booga booga booga, the do with his gun, right? And they say that he had a 32 AK Wetson gun or something. I don't fucking know, right? But you can definitely tell that this man, he basically wanted to seek out revenge for no apparent reason, just because he hated the boy that's black, or maybe at least that is, you know, African American, right? You know, it's fucking sick that us blacks would have to go through this. I'm glad this is getting shared. I want to do my side as well, because I know how it's like basically getting assaulted, or hell, being sexually assaulted alone or fetishized just because I'm black. Yes, that actually has happened to me. And for me personally, I always had to carry my pepper spray. Thank Buddha, or God bless America, that we can carry, well, at least pepper spray firearms. Well, I don't see it as a firearm. I just see it as a self-defense item, right? Because I have not used it once, almost did. I have a video of a man that basically almost assaulted me, by the way. That's because I was filming out in public, right? Outside of our neighborhood. I basically do have it on video. He's white, by the way. He looked like a surfer dude. He looked like in his early 30s or something. He almost gotten into me physically, right? I don't care if he had a gun or something. at least I was trying to self defend, right? But this old fucking ass man, I just can't believe him. You know, I mean, what the hell is he wearing in his mugshot? It looked like a fucking bib. You know, I mean, man, like, was he released out of the fucking retirement home? Seriously. You know, and the quick time player screenshot you see here, how can I say this? The GoFundMe for Ralph's, incident of being shot, right? At the hospital. He has reached over 2 million bones. $2 million in donations. And over what? Deon, how many is it? It's, like 64,000 plus people? I wasn't paying attention to the screenshot, right? It's a lot. Okay? And I did refresh the page, which, it's going up. You know, like, this boy, he's going to have a future. 101%. Okay? It's 5:46 now, so a half hour has passed. Okay? I'm refreshing it again. And he currently, okay, it's 54,000. He has $2,134,450 in donations. And he has 56,100 donations. This is amazing. And what's really inspiring is that a woman named Ellen Daniels has donated 15 grand. He had Biden's, right? He had 10 grand. And now he has 15 grand. You know, this is amazing. And there's over 2,533 words of, excuse me, I just burped, support. Honestly, this is incredible. It really is.
Was married once in an online fantasy game.
That's the sense of the background if you don't believe me. But I just wanted to share some of these screenshots. I did apologize that I didn't really have them in order. But this is inspiring because honestly, the boys, you know, the image is worth more than 2 million words, right? I'll translate it to dollars because his traumatic story is being shared, that this is what us blacks are going through. This is why we have Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This is why we got Black History Month, Juneteenth, right? Because we go through this shit. Do you think we want to? Absolutely not. This is why we have so many damn holidays, right? I mean, once again, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, okay? Black History Month, all February. Juneteenth, that's 3, right? I don't see any other ethnicity that would have that many like we do, okay? Because we go through this shit. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that blacks are most important, but the thing is that we are more likely to get killed, mistreated, discriminated just because of our black, skin organ, right? It's prickly crud. It's getting old, and I'm just relieved, that I'm woken up and seeing that Ralph got released. Okay, I hope that we get to hear, like, whatever he does recover on basically him, this, sharing his story of, like, what has happened to him by the old ass Eustace of a fucking psycho, okay, or maniac, excuse me, that basically shot him. And I don't know what the hell the old man's thinking, but a $200,000 bond, charge him $2 million, excuse me. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. The thing is that he needs life in prison, or hell, the death penalty. And it's kind of funny because they say it was like armed assault or something. Well, it was attempted first-degree murder, if you actually ask me. That's what he was doing, period. And I guess I could say brandishing, because I'm sure he wanted to just shoot that boy just because, oh, you know what, he's black? I mean, I don't understand how he felt for his life. For me personally, I have, let's just say, example, you were like 7 officers that would on our door, right? I mean, this basically happened to me because I had depression and they put me in handcuffs and they mistreated me. For me personally, I do have a phobia of someone that would knock on our door because of what the police did to me back then when they took me to that mental facility in Sun City that we actually have in Arizona, and not to mention an incident that happened in downtown, right? Basically, for me, I do have a fear of someone that knocking on our door, because of my trauma and also having acrophobia. However, though, it does not mean that I'll be using a weapon at them. Okay, unless they really are gonna get physical, then I would have to for self-defense. But this old ass man, he knows, like, oh, you know what, this is my chance to kill this boy. That's because, oh, you know what, he's a kind-hearted teen, and I wanted to fucking kill him or something. I don't know. Just because he was being a kind-hearted brother, definitely reminds me of my oldest, my brothers, because I'm the youngest, that wanted to basically pick them up for being for being babysat, and the boy, he didn't know the exact address. It fucking happens. I know how it's like, because for me personally, when I used to did fundraisers to have a trip to go to Puerto Rico at my high school, and I felt awful that it took some money as well, because I didn't know any better at the time. Well, I didn't steal, but like the money that I earned, because I thought if you actually save a certain money, you could keep some of that yourself, right? I didn't know, but I did my best to actually donate, or save up for the fundraiser, because I thought they said that, oh, the money that you keep, you'll collect for yourself. Plus, I use it for lunch money or something like that, as guilty as it is, right? Basically, I was Ralph's age, and around our old townhouse, I was lucky that I didn't have any, like, neighbors around that would shoot guns at me. A couple of them were aggressive, asking, "Who is it?" Like, don't come in, or no, or I don't know, I would ask them, "Do you want to buy some, like, chocolate candy?" Right? They would be so aggressive, saying, "I'm not buying any fucking candy." Well, not like that, but they were aggressive, right? And I remember one of they're like, because they have two doors, right? The door, and then like that little, like, see-through screen door. Okay, their screen, I could their main door was opened, and they were just aggressive at me just because, well, I was just doing a fundraiser, right? And I was terrified because I could have been in Ralph's spot as well. And it shocks me that this is how we treat each other. I think that's all the can actually share, besides what you heard from the news anchor as well. I'm just glad that we get to know who this fucking fart is, right? Of a fucking maniac. Okay? And also for me, just to ramble once more, like, for me personally, like with the neighbor incident, I know I keep repeating this, right? I want to get this voice out there. For me personally, I try to be as caring as possible to care for our neighbors, because, like, the one, her name is Trish, by the way. Not Don't want to share too much info, right? She basically got a little bit frustrated because I was doing a project on the Alex Butcher, or Butcher guy, that basically filmed Paul Smith's dead body, and basically she's saying, "Oh, don't film me," or like, she was being, like, really aggressive, and she was out on the driveway, right? I was just saying hello, and yeah, I was about to finish up my video, and since I was just checking outside of the patio, because we're upstairs. She doesn't even live below us. She lives, like, in the other side of the apartments where we live, right? Like, she lives further back, and basically she gave me an attitude. That's because I have my phone out. Like, you told me you got surveillance cameras and you're out in public, and you didn't have to give me an attitude, right? And she basically was going off for no odd reason, because, oh, you know what? I didn't stop the squatters that were stealing, like, her water jug. I was hurt, and I was done. Like, I told my brother, like, she's childish, and she should be talking to people like that. I don't like her. I don't like her anymore because of the way she talked to me like that. I was just trying to be kind, and this is how you treated me. You know what? I just see you as non-existent. I'll give you the silent treatment as basically punishment. I'm done. I mean, she's not a horrible person, but she's just misunderstood, right? It hurt a little bit. It did. Like, I have to cut a little bit of a Karen for that. I don't want anyone to actually see her, like, attacking her or something. Absolutely not. But it hurt me a little bit, that's because I was being a caring neighbor, and she basically wanted to reach out for me for help and whatnot. I have a video when basically that I have on private, that she basically showed me the door below us, right? of the people that were squatting there just to check up on the house so that they won't steal any stuff. And you know what, like, Trish, I'll do it for you. I'll keep an eye, especially if I hear what's going on downstairs, right? And she gave me an attitude, so forget it. I'm done with her, and forget it. I just can't take it anymore, right? So, I plus her grandson's adorable, and he likes to say hi to me every now and then. Where we're like my mom will be like stepping on by to take care of my clean clothes, or maybe dropping up groceries or something, because he were like, I don't know, like it was like a little while ago he would ride on his bike or something. He's gotten big now, but I don't know, like that's not how you should treat a neighbor, right? I mean, you're out in public and you don't have to be such a bastard about it. Sorry about that. I just have to rumble that out because it goes to show you that us humans, okay, especially the neighborhood we live in, we need to work as a community, looking out for others. And this here, what that boy went through, because he went to 3 houses, okay, he was bleeding, or he was in intense, I'm sure he was in fatal pain, right? Like, literally, he got shot in the fucking head. I can't even imagine how that feels. I mean, I got shot in the damn stomach. That hurt like hell. Him screaming for help, help. And then those 3-ass adults, they wanted to give a Welsh's fin to assist him. I mean, hell, I'm sure if they were in Germany, they would get arrested for that, right? I don't know what the hell it's called, because, like, in Germany, you're supposed to be helping someone that's in need. If you don't, then I don't know what the hell it is. You will probably get like a heavy fine or something, or minor imprisonment, because it's the lack of assistance of someone that's injured or something. I don't know the name of it though. That's what I've heard. But other than that, I just had to just share an update, and I'm going to refresh the page once more. Okay, 557. He has now 161,000 out of the 2 million. Okay, it was 137,000. It's been what, like 6 minutes? I wasn't keeping track. The donations are just going up like crazy. It's amazing. I'm just glad that this boy is okay. So I hope that my voice basically reached out to all of you out there, especially his hometown, because yes, she was born in the city of Fountains, right? And I just want to show y'all from the Grand Canyon State, right? I try to do like 2 state slogans, okay? That this is not how you should treat another human being. And that fucking old ass man, okay? He needs life in prison, okay? I want to be a little bit fucking aggressive here, okay? Like, as much as I fucking, like, even hate my neighbor, just for that silly reason, right? He needs life, okay? He does. I mean, because the boy, yes. Okay, I'm hearing things outside. Sorry about that. Even though because I heard someone saying, hey, I thought it was me at first. I don't care. Anyway, the thing is, for what the boy has went through, okay, it's going to take a long time for him to heal both mentally and spiritually from what this man did. And I can't believe, like, a man his age, 85. I just can't imagine that. It goes to show you, just because you're old, you're elderly, does that make you an innocent or better yet, soft, kind-hearted person? I've been a handful of elderly people, I mean, besides she was like middle age, but still, the way she treated me was a little bit unnecessary, right? Like verbally, right? And I was just being kind. They could be assholes. They can be. I still remember one incident, 60, she definitely had to be in her mid-60s, white woman in a blue van that basically run me over, and I got like a little scar on my, I think it's the right palm of my, my hand. She could have killed me. And this is when I was basically, I think about to enter Fry's. No, that's when I left Fry's. And I still won't forget that incident she did. That's like a hit and run right there. Well, not a hit and run, but whatever. Okay, she basically ran me over without looking at both directions. Oh my Buddha, I apologize. I really do. I'm just glad that we get to see this man being exposed for what he basically has done to Ralph. And, it's definitely a hate crime, and this man is a maniac, and he needs to be behind bars for the rest of his life, or having the death penalty, because you know what? he basically despises Ralph for no apparent reason. Okay? I'm just glad that we get to hear the news about this. Honestly, it's sickening. You know, it's dehumanizing. And it's 6 o'clock sharp right now. So, for that, thank you all so much for listening. I hope that my news videos have been a little bit helpful and whatnot. And I just had to make a part 2 to this because, well, once again, Ralph is released from the hospital and he's making a slow recovery. That's what matters most. And, you know, bless the angels that give him a safeguard of an invisible helmet to basically keep him alive. You know, it's all I can say right now, okay? I know there are probably other things I want to cover, but I'm just rambling here because it's a lot to take. It really is. All I can say is this hashtag justice for Rob. Yar. I can't pronounce his name. I think we apologize for that. And for the ones in Kansas City, hashtag, you know, justice for Ralph Yarl. I can't think of another hashtag. I just want to say Kansas City Pride. Because, you know what? It's amazing to see all these donations and people coming together in the City of Fountains. And, by the way, that is basically the new Kansas City flag. It's awesome. Can't believe my mother was born there. I'll go to my mother about this as well, because she literally was born in Missouri. Okay, Kansas City, Missouri, excuse me. And she grew up in Mobley with my oldest brother that she raised. So, yeah. And once again, his name is Daniel. I gotta look back on it. It's just, he's fucking disgusting, okay? He really is. Period.